Hello degenerates and welcome to another character analysis. Today we're going to be looking at Isabelle. I've actually wanted to really give my updated opinions on her. The really unfortunate thing that happened was all the good VODs of her kind of got nuked, so there's only so much I can really show off. Like all the Twitter videos that I wanted to show off are they're gone now, which really sucks because those really showed off what Isabelle can do, and it actually does entirely involve around her fishing rod. Everything else that I said about her, I think mostly remains true from my first analysis video, but neutral-wise, she's significantly better than I ever expected, actually. So yeah, I haven't gone through the footage that I'm showing here. I just kind of found these on YouTube. It's like Rafo's channel, just 30 minutes of Isabelle gameplay, and I don't think any of these people are going to know how to abuse fishing rod at all. But fishing rod's actually kind of insane. So the biggest thing about fishing rod that you guys should know is it is an aerial command grab, but it does not go through shields. The main reason why that's important is, like, so on the ground, it may seem like really, really gimmicky. Of course, you can just reel it back in at any time, so it does make it hard to approach her at the same time. But I imagine, it's like, oh, she's on the ground, you can just jump over it, and then, you don't even have to worry about it. Just make sure you land behind her at some point and you're good. The thing that I was never considering about fishing rod with her is when your opponent is in the air. If you're fighting an opponent in the air, like, okay, right here, like Isabelle jumps and goes for fishing rod, the only thing they can do to get around it, realistically, is air dodge. But other than that, fishing rod's grabbing them, and they can just throw and do whatever they want with them. And that's pretty insane. So some of the things that you'll see is, like, you'll see like an Isabelle fair jump fishing rod, grab down throw fair, or down throw up air. Like, it's insane some of the things you can do. Like, against heavies, that fishing rod is just gonna annihilate them because, like, they're so large that when you toss it out and they're in the air, you have like basically a 90% chance guarantee that it's just gonna straight up hit them. The only way that I could see it not being as bad for heavies if they're able to knock away. Like, let's say if I do a Ridley Nair and the fishing rod gets knocked away, then okay, at least there's a fair element to it. But if that isn't there, holy fuck, this character's gonna destroy every heavy that she comes into contact to. It'll be nuts. But yeah, so the biggest thing that you're gonna want to see with her is just, like, kind of jumping and using that fishing rod more, because, like, if you use it on the ground, it's only gonna go, like, straight. But if you jump and use it, then you got all this extra space that you can cover and reel it back in. So there's just a lot more dynamic of, like, a zone that you're able to cover with it. So that's going to be really interesting to see in gameplay, and then seeing different ways that people are able to combo with the fishing rod in just unique situations. So if you're on a platform, of course, you got your down throw, up airs, up throw, back throw, and forward throw. I believe we have seen, like, kill before. Some of her throws off a fishing rod definitely kill, but I think what people might be using it so much that it might stale pretty easily. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue because I think you'd be able to unstale it with, like, slingshot fairly easily. I don't think you'd have too much issues with that. And then, if you have the Lloyd rocket set up and then you're throwing out fishing rod and they're paying attention to the fishing rod, not the Lloyd rocket anymore, you have a crap ton of ways to mix it up. So, yeah, so one of the nice things about her fishing rod is her throws are pretty identical to what she has with the net. It's not a one-for-one copy. Like, back throw's more of a back throw. Isabelle's back throw with the fishing rod sends you more vertical. So that's definitely a difference there. But down throw combos just as well as Isabelle's, like, regular down throw, so you can just chain that basically into imagination. I think you can even do, like, down throw up air if you really want to. I don't know if you can get it at death percents or anything like that, but you're definitely able to do quite a bit off of it. Let's see. Okay, but now we have Isabelle fighting Pokemon Trainer. I don't know if we'll see any wacky fishing rod shenanigans, because there just wasn't really too many people until, like, Ryuga kind of showed off how much you can abuse it. Also, as far as edge guarding goes, she does have the pot too, so that's something that she can kind of add to her arsenal when somebody's trying to recover. But honestly, that's actually something I forgot to talk about with fishing rod. When you have it, you can actually have it stay at the ledge and then basically guarantee a 2-frame every single time, because you're safe back here. You have the fishing rod hooked down here, and you just wait for them to recover, and then you just press B and reel them in, and then that's it. You cannot, like, ledge, and this area right here is just not safe. It is literally the most insane ledge coverage option you will ever see from any character in Smash. Maybe it'll get patched out eventually, but I just don't see that happening. Like, it's a ridiculous option that she has. Definitely guaranteed best ledge coverage, because you know, you're going to have fishing rod that literally covers all of this. If you plant Lloyd Rocket there, then you've got jump covered too. Like, there's literally nothing you can do about that, which is insanely dumb. So, yeah, no, overall, Isabelle's looking like an extremely strong candidate. Just with the way that we've been able to see that you're able to abuse fishing rod, I do believe that I do think that she's gonna have more things than Villager, at least as of currently. Things could be changing in patches, and maybe there's some unique things with Villager that we haven't really seen yet. But from what I've noticed so far, the moveset with Villagers very similar. It didn't really seem like he gained any new setups and whatnot. Where Isabelle's like, this is all brand new. Her combo game's just crazy. Villager has like some weird new combo things that we're not ready for yet, like some type of change to Lloyd Rocket that I'm pretty sure there hasn't been yet. Then we'll see. But as of right now, Isabelle's just kind of looking like a monster because that fishing rod can just do almost anything that you want to do. It controls neutral, it starts combos, it can kill, and it is your ledge coverage option. So yeah, that is a very unique and like versatile move. Probably like one of the best specials in the entire game. But with that said, yeah, so that is gonna finally do it for the last character analysis before Ultimate releases. So, you know, hope you guys have been enjoying the videos to this point so far. You know, this was all the pre-speculation stuff, pre-release. So, you know, we have had people that have gotten their hands on the game. We've been able to watch and analyze that footage as best as we possibly can with the given players that we have. You know, we had some really good players get their hands on it, and that's where we learned a lot. But for the most part, we had like a lot of mediocre ones. Just even with like the footage that we had right now, that I was only able to show you. But yeah, no, I mean, everything that we keep seeing is just, it gets me more and more excited and pumped up to play this game. From here on out, there's definitely a couple more beginners topics that I want to cover with like the Coach Wang series. And I think for a while, I'm going to keep the analysis of these characters pretty general. I didn't want to do frame data analysis until the game dropped. Like I did basic ones, but like I'm not giving exact numbers. Most of these things were like 30 frames per second and whatnot. And the mindset that I was going in is with the assumption that these might change day one. A patch did drop. We knew we were getting a day one patch, and you know, people have been able to download it, and it does confirm that replays do not work on this patch. So you can still watch replays. Actually, no, you should definitely be able to watch replays, unless maybe because it's day one patch. I remember Sakurai specifically said, if you save a replay, it will not get deleted. You'll still be able to play it. But no, I did hear something about replays not being able to work on like Concon's Twitter. So if that's the case, that means there was definitely at least some changes that happened to the characters mechanically. So that's exciting. So if you thought your character wasn't strong enough, there's a good chance that they might have been buffed, but there's also a good chance they might have gotten nerfed too. We've definitely noticed a good amount of bugs. There's one with Isabelle, where she's able to teleport to the on stage with fishing rod, and then Olimar still has all of his freeze glitches still, unfortunately. So hopefully those got patched out. And then we did get some confirmation that Fountain of Dreams no longer lags on frames. I haven't seen footage of it myself, just off of Concon's Twitter. Which, you know, I trust his word at least on that front. So yeah, no, that's mostly gonna do it now. So I'll tell you guys briefly the characters that I'm planning on playing. The ones that I'm personally gonna go with. Let me bring it up here. I can tell you off the top of my head. So Duck Hunt's definitely one of them. Dr. Mario. Those are gonna be like my two mains that I'm gonna be going with. So those are the ones that I definitely hope to talk about the most. Is it reference images? Oh shoot, I don't have it here. But yeah, Dr. Mario and Duck Hunt, those are going to be the main ones. Then the ones I want to play, I'm going to always have a Roy. It's just, he's always been my character. Then Young Link, then Incineroar, Ganondorf, Ridley, King K. Rool. And yeah, and Wolf. Those are the main ones that I want to look at. Those are probably going to be the ones that, Incineroar. If I didn't say Incineroar. Those are the ones that I'm probably going to be putting the most time into in the immediate future. But if there's any characters that you really want me to look into, I'll definitely pick them up, try to learn as much as I possibly can about them, and then probably after like a couple of tournaments, and I can have at least have a much better understanding of how these characters play. It's like from here on out, I just want to make videos that are just more confident on what I'm saying, and I want them to like actually like add something from here on out. I don't want to really do too many repeats of what I've been doing in these videos. Like if I don't feel like I have anything to add to my analysis videos that I've already done, then I'm just not gonna make it. Like that character, if I like you guys request something and be like, nah, everything I said in the K roll thing is true or something like that, then that it's gonna stay like that until I feel like there's a significant change. Obviously, patches, they get buffed. If they got buffed or nerfed a lot, gotta talk about that. Or if there's just like some new discoveries in their metagame, gotta talk about that too. Those are the times that I will definitely make like new analysis videos for these characters. But for now, yeah, those are the core ones I'm going to focus on. Dawangthang has so many nuances that I know I can just make like, I can make like almost an infinite amount of videos for him, and there'll be something new every single time. It was almost like that with Smash 4 too. Smash 4, there's just so much weird shit with Dawangthang, and I imagine the same thing is going to be true for Ultimate Dawangthang. Dr. Mario I definitely want to talk a lot about just because I always find him to be a really fun, interesting character. Not because he's complicated, but just because of the way that he forces you to play and think about things. He just forces you to play really smart to be successful. And honestly, that character will probably tie a lot into the themes of what I'll be covering in the Coach Wang series. Also, we'll be working on some other video series too, but I'll talk about that at a later date. And yeah, so I've rambled on long enough, and yeah, that's mostly gonna do it for the Isabelle. The main thing I wanted to cover was the fishing pole and like how it's a pretty damn busted move. I hope you guys can learn. You kind of learned a little bit more about that from this video. And with that said, Ultimate drops tomorrow. Or if you have it, good for you. I was gonna say fuck you, but good for you. And yeah, no, I'll see you in Ultimate. Take care.